Hi guys, this is the continuation video for the rules 9 to 12. So for this presentation, let's proceed to the rule 9 which explains the dead ball or ball in play. So for the section 1, the ball is dead. So tatawagin siyang the ball is dead kapag gibat mo siya illegally and then ang ball mo is pumunta sa um, foul area. So for the section 2, the ball is in play if at the start of the game in each half inning when the pitcher has the ball while standing in his pitching position and the plate umpire has called play ball. So for the section 3, delayed dead ball, there are 5 situations when a violation of the rule occurs. So an umpire recognizes it and the ball remains live until the conclusion of the play. So these are the following situations: an illegal pitch, catcher's obstruction, plate umpire interference, obstruction, detached equipment contracting to thrown a ball. So next is from the Rule 10, umpires. So section 1, power and duties. So the umpire are the representative of the league of the organization by which they have been assigned to a particular game. So section 2, the plate umpire. So the plate, they shall take a position in the back of the catcher. He shall have full charge of and responsible for the proper conduct of the game. So section 3, the base umpire shall take such position on the playing field as required in accordance with the relevant umpire system. Section 4, responsibilities of a single umpire. If only one umpire is assigned, his duties and jurisdiction shall extend to all joints. So section 5, change of umpires. Umpires cannot be changed during a game by the consent of the opposing team unless an umpire is incapacitated by injury or illness. So mag-change ang umpire if hindi talaga pwede na makapag gawa ng duty yung umpire niya due to some injuries. So section 6, umpire's judgment. There shall be no appeal from any decision of any umpire on the grounds that he was not correct in his conclusion as to whether a battled ball was fair or foul. So kung ano yung decision ng umpire, it should be the decision of the umpire. And as the player and as stated in the sportsmanship, and as a true player, you will have the right to accept the decision of the umpire. So section 7, signals. To indicate that play shall begin or be resumed, the umpire shall call play ball. So play ball is a word wherein the umpire will have to say to signal the players that the game is starting. So section 8, suspension of play. An umpire may suspend play when in his judgment conditions justify such action. So, responsibility or may authority din yung umpire na mag-suspend ng play if may nakita siyang kakaiba during the game or pag nakita niya na may something and if the time has ended. So, for the rules, rule number 11, protest. So for the section 1, protest that will not be received. Protest shall not be received or considered if they are based solely on a decision involving the accuracy of judgment on the part of the umpire. So for the section 2, protest that will be received. So protest that will be received and considered include matters misinterpretation of playing rule, failure of an umpire to apply the correct rule to given situation, failure to impose the correct penalty for a given situation. So for the section 3, protest involving judgment and interpretation of rule. Protest may involve both a matter of judgment and the interpretation of the rule. So for the section 4, notification of intent and lodge protest. So must be made immediately before the next pitch. So for the section 5, official or time to lodge an official protest. In absence of a league or tournament rule fixing the time limit for filing a protest should be considered if filed within a reasonable time. So for the section 6, information required for written protest. The date, time, and place of the game, the names of the umpires and scorers, the rule and section of the official rules or local rules, the decision and conditions surrounding the making of decisions, all essential facts involved in the matter protested. So for the Section 7 result of protest, the protest is found invalid and the game's score stands as played when the protest is allowed for misinterpretation of a playing rule. So for the rule 12 scoring, so for the section 1, the official scorer. The official scorer shall keep records of each game as outlined in the following rules. So for the section 2, the back scorer. Each player's name in the position shall be listed in order in which be batted or would have batted unless the player is legally substituted. So for the section 3, base hits shall not be recorded. So hindi recorded yung base hit. When a runner is forced out by a batted ball or would have been forced out except for a fielding error. So for the section 4, sacrifice fly balls. The batter scores a runner with a fly ball which is caught. For the section 5, runs batted in. A run batted is in a run scored because one of the following reasons: a safe hit, sacrifice bunt or slap hit, a foul fly caught, infield put out, runner forced home because of obstruction. So for the section 6, pitchers credited with a win, when he is the starting pitcher and has pitched at least 4 innings. So for the section 7, pitcher charged with a loss. So regardless of the number of innings he has pitched, if he is replaced with his team beyond the score of his team, thereafter fails to tie the score or gain the lead. So section 8, game summary. So the score by innings and the final score, the runs batted in and by whom hit, 2 base hits by whom hit, 3 base home hit. So dito summary kung ano yung throughout the game, kung ano yung nangyari. So sa section 9, stolen bases, so are credited to a runner whenever he advances 1 base unaided by a hit. So for the section 10, records or forfeited game, all records of a forfeited game shall be included in the official records except that of a pitcher's won-lost record. So that's ends for this presentation. I do hope na may na-learn tayong lahat about the softball. Thank you.